take this road now? Are you certain that you're gonna win? Did they tell you that it could be over and done before you begin? Everything you know will not prepare you. Nothing's gonna change if you resist. Everything you got, bring it on, we tell you. Nothing can compare to this. It's an avalanche. It's a critical mass. It's a massive attack. It will kick your ass. Bring the fire, take your chances. Start the fight, we'll bring your answers. Whoa!
Hey man, I found you at last. What you been up to?
I lost 2 title opportunities in the span of a month. What do you think?
Okay, so you're grumpy 'cause you lost a few times. I take dives all the time. It's the nature of the business. Get paid no matter win or lose, and it's especially good when you get paid for losing. Which I know you didn't do. I apologize. Those fights meant a lot to you.
The business is what's bothering me. All the secret deals, these double and triple crosses, it's exhausting. I can hardly keep track of who's our enemy, who's our friend but pretend enemy, who we like even though they hate our guts. Some days I barely have room to focus on the fight in front of me.
That's what we got Kathgina for. She tells you to win or lose, we do as ordered and get paid well off. Hell, in my case, I got a little more than expected. Merc work for merc pay.
And what does that mean to you, questionable? To be a mercenary?
It means being on top, not the champ to me. Champs always getting knives in their back. But to me, it's being rich and famous. I like becoming a perfect golden boy for the brass to keep hired on and on there to show my greatness and get what I want, not just scraping by for needs.
For me, it was my only option left. I was meant to be a super soldier, but a few too many failed surgeries left me a cut-up slab of scientific embarrassment. I was discarded by my country, living with chronic pain when I stumbled into the Nexus. So I became a mercenary for a certain rogue trader in order to get Medicaid on his starship. Then he flew off into space, and I had to foot the bill for anything to stave off the pain. Until Kathgina helped me become my natural self again.
You know, Kathgina can help you be better than yourself. My perfect form is almost ready, and it's all thanks to her and a certain third-party contract. Could give you an edge over Phoenix.
That would be cheating myself of true victory. What I'm getting at is I became a mercenary out of necessity, and now I don't need it. I don't share your drive to get rich. What I need is that belt, and I can't give 100% while I'm pulling double duty on skull cracking. I think I need time away from the dirty deeds.
I'll be sure to tell Kath. She won't be happy, but I'm sure there won't be a hit on you for leaving.
До свидания, comrade.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Jen Erickson, and we are back with another rousing episode of Friday Night Flashbang, a very special pre-4th of July celebration, and we promise you there will be as many fireworks here as you will find anywhere in the continental United States. Tonight, we start off how we have so many other nights with showcase action, but so much to get to throughout the night. As you just heard, Dirty Deeds now down a member, Red Star Roman, pulling a Blight Howlis and going his own direction. The Executive Club made quite an impact last week, and this week, the Crimson Phoenix wanted a little bit of revenge, but it comes with a twist. Mr. Lawson giving the Crimson Phoenix an opportunity in six-man tag team action to get their hands on the club once more. However, Mr. Lawson will be picking their tag team partners as part of the agreement. Sajar Kull in a champion versus champion match will reignite an old rivalry. The forces of nature having to deal with APS as they are once again diverted away from the tag team titles that the Executive Club has become obsessed over. And in our main event, two birds, one stone. The club does not have the resources to deal with everybody, so they're making everybody fight each other. Sergeant Major Payne, who has their eyes on the Big Oof champion, Bully Dog, and the Madness, who has his eyes set on destroying everything the club has built, will go one-on-one in an Extreme Rules match, a first-time ever matchup between those two. But before we get to all of that and much, much more, let us send us down to ringside for the introductions to this showcase match. And here we go. Out of the gates, it looks like it's going to be Demolition Fox going after Alexis Edmonton, the Cleaver of Michael Macabre, Fierce Strikes and McMorgan, and we've got Henry Colt and Ultra Devil. And there's a quick kick out. And now we've got Cleaver in the corner looking for a big clothesline by Macabre. And now looking to choke out Alexis Edmonton. A nice headbutt there. And ladies and gentlemen, we just got underway, but the sponsors are calling. We'd like to remind everybody that tonight's episode of Friday Night Flashbang is brought to you in part by Lowe's. But why? And because they pay the bills, we'll be right back. Quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Showcase action on the other side of this commercial break.
set out across that way to strike them down, to make them pay and change their ways, their evil ways. But I can't hide. Whoa. I won't hide. Whoa. Get ready to fly. They say you couldn't do it, they ain't made for it. But what they missing is the path been paid for. That's why he get up top, like he belong there. And when he taking off, it's like he own air. Flying high now, like the birds do. It's all over with style, just flying over you. Don't forget the name, name is his to claim. Switch the DNA, we about to change the thing. Everybody get ready to fly. It's time to fly. Let's go. Get ready to fly.
The pencil of paper, pen and pad of thesis. Release pictures of puzzle pieces, sliding to the bleachers, reaches insurmountable odds. Reminder who will save us from the bullets we dodge. Some be hit us in line. No God, I see the people staring all eyed. Like to ride the image scrimmage and I beat them aside. Now I'm flying hard, AJ, aka Lionheart. Flying guard, no deny, finish what my mind starts.
Everybody get ready to fly. It's time to fly. Let's go. It's time. Everybody get ready to fly. It's time. Let's go. Let's go.
of Friday Night Flashbang. And we are still underway here. No eliminations during the commercial break. Still our top 8 competitors. And there's a big boot from Fear Strikes, or 2 Fear Strikes rather, from the Cleaver. And now Fear Strikes going after Henry Colt, and a couple of rivalries in this particular matchup. Of course, we see Edmonton and Colt. We know about their storied history and battles over the years. We know that Fear Strikes has a very long hatred for the Cleaver based on his interference and his big title opportunities. And of course, Mick Morgan, who's made quite the stink over the disrespect of Demolition Fox and their imitation of Alpha Kong, the retired former member of Omega Club and MNW Hall of Famer. Oh, the drop kick there by Ultra Devil. Devil now going after Macabre. And Macabre, we saw him in showcase action last week, trying to find his groove once again as Xericus, Mad Jack, and Cilicia Eclipse, all seemingly with their own agendas and title aspirations. And I look out here, Edmonton immediately looking for the Mad World! And now taking them down, Orochi's bite on Fear Strikes. This could be a quick elimination too! And a kick out. And Edmonton also trying to find their groove here on the road to Multivania. Remember, the King of the Showcase and the Brass Briefcase match, all up for grabs, so a total of 16 slots at Multivania open, and that's assuming we go with the traditional format. Remember, Defunct won that briefcase in a 20-man showcase match. So a big opportunity for somebody here to maybe put themselves in a Multivania opportunity, and a kick out by Edmonton, who returns the favor of staying alive. So, folks, who do you like? Boot to the midsection. Oh, and there it is! The Divine Strike! And Legs was going to the outside part of the ring. Back into the ring, and a kick out by Edmonton. Now look at Macabre going after McMorgan on the outside. A shot to the gut. And there's the headbutt to the back of the dome of Macabre. And now up to the top rope, looking to fly. Double axe handle to Macabre. And there it is! The Colt Classic into the cover. Where is Legs? Oh, and a broken up pinfall attempt there. Demo diving to the outside. And now a pin on Ultra Devil, who kicks out at 2. And now Colt going for the ride. And a power bomb. And now we already know Macabre's history with the Faces of Fear. Going right after Fear Strikes with a choke bomb. The cover. 2. Kick out by Fear. And now with a light tube and bad intentions, back into the ring, and right to the spine of McMorgan. And there's a kick out by the Imposter, and a Mandible Claw! Mandible Claw to Edmonton! Edmonton out! Alexis Edmonton has been eliminated. And now a couple of gut shots there to Henry Colt by Macabre, who has our first elimination. Oh, the kick by McMorgan! Dropping him down! That running knee! Macabre down now, walked right into it! And a kick out. And now Macabre taken down. Fear strikes, and now going after McMorgan, who took him out with that knee. Nice gut buster there. They're just bodies strewn everywhere right now. And a kick out again by Macabre. And a shot to the gut takes down Cleaver. And then a throat thrust takes out McMorgan. Fear strikes on a roll as he turns his attention to Michael Macabre. And a falling powerbomb onto the table, head cracking off the steel steps. And Macabre just sits up. And now a double DDT to McMorgan. And looking for the silence mortals. But Cleaver gets in the way. There's a kick out by McMorgan. And now from behind, Colt trying to go after Michael Macabre and then again after McMorgan. And look out here, looking for the last resort. And now trying to turn them over, hooks the leg. The cover. Devil kicks at it too. Shot to the face there. Oh, look at it. Oh, what a kick by Henry Colt. And now the roll up by Cleaver. And a kick out. And another kick out. Oh, and there's Colt diving at Demolition Fox. The Silence Mortals on the table. Cleaver's head cracking off the wood. And Colt broke it up. Pulling that table out from underneath Cleaver. Not used to seeing a lot of pin breakups in a showcase match. It is every person for themselves. And there goes Ultra Devil. Ultra Devil has been eliminated. And the Cole Classic out of nowhere to Macabre. 1, 2, and he kicked out. Cole tried to take out Macabre, and he stays alive. And now a shot to the leg. And now the knee to Macabre. DDT to McMorgan by Demo as we're down to 6. And there's a shot to Fear Strikes. There's a nice kick. The drop kick blocked. And then going after the knee. Colt. And now Macabre whipped towards the barricade. And a couple of forearm shots for Cleaver. And a big clothesline to Fear Strikes. And that leaves him staggered. Demo going to try to clean it up. And now Fear, look out here, looking for the Divine Strike on McMorgan. The Warzone veterans going at it into the cover. Legs right there. And McMorgan stays alive. Meanwhile, look out here. The follow-away reverse DDT by Demo onto Cleaver. Right now, McMorgan laid out by Fear Strikes while Macabre doing work on Colt. Look out here, looking for the choke bomb. And now just using some steel steps, looking to punish Colt with steps. Right off the skull and chest. And Demo eliminates Cleaver. The Cleaver has been eliminated. And now Fear going to use the other steps on Demolition Fox. A lot of these Warzone veterans not a fan of the imitation. And now the Mandible Claw on Colt. Oh, but Fear Strike says to hell with your pin attempt. That shows you just how much these two hate each other, even in an elimination match. Not allowing him to get up out of pinfall. Power slam into the steel steps. And now there's just steps everywhere. And Colt looking for the quick roll up on Macabre. One kick out. Colt throwing Macabre out of there. He's lucky to still be in this match. Oh, the mandible claw again! Colt walked into it! Just like earlier with the Colt Classic, Macabre hits him! And you saw Fear Strikes, he thought about breaking that up, but he didn't see the last resort from Demo! The Trios champion into the cover! And they got him! Fear Strikes has been eliminated! And now Colt, vertical suplex. And now there it is, the King's Hound trying to choke out Henry Colt, and he got him. Henry Colt has been eliminated. And now from behind, Macabre never saw it, back suplex. We're down to 3. And now the silence, mortals. McMorgan was looking at Demo, remember, not happy about that imitation of Alpha Kong, but still a third person in this match, and there's the kendo stick off the skull of both men, compliments of the Fox. And now look out here. No, look out on the rolling bones onto the kendo stick. 1, 2, and a kick out. McMorgan with that table, and Macabre can't believe it. And there's the kick to the head of Demo. Cover. 2, and got him. Demolition Fox has been eliminated, but they never saw Macabre. Silence, mortals, and got him. Here is your winner, Michael Macabre. Well, that's a very big difference from last week. Macabre picks up the win. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, singles competition. We saw last week that Rico Rose was interested in the Interdimensional Championship, but there is a long list of contenders that want to get their hands on El Pollo de la Muerte at Multivania. One of those individuals is none other than the Creation, who came up short but has a legitimate gripe that they should have been the number 1 contender, a missed rope break, causing them to miss Breakdown and that title opportunity in favor of Blight Howlis. But now the Creation has refocused on a Multivania date with Destiny, and Tyson Smythe, looking to get back in the win column, wants to send a message, not just to the Multiverse, but to the brass, that the Creation is not championship material. Again, 2 birds, 1 stone, help Rico and help themselves. That match is next. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied in the ring by Mr. Lawson, weighing in at 249 pounds, Tyson Smythe. And look at this, a replica tag team title belt. Remember, the club feels like they were screwed out of those. They were cashed in on by Honorbound. And they've already called their shot. They want the belts back. And Smythe, where you can go to MNWshop.com and pick up your replica belt where belts are sold, sending a message that he will be a champion once again. You can hear him screaming about how he should be a champion right now.
And introducing his opponent. Being accompanied in the ring by Dr. Caliban, weighing in at 405 pounds, The Creation.
So the Creation, flanked by Dr. Caliban, as we said, laser focused on the Interdimensional Championship that they feel they have a rightful claim to contending for. And they certainly do. If it was not for that missed opportunity, they could be a champion right now. And unlike Tyson Smythe, who legitimately lost their title, Creation never got the shot. But what a stage it would be to bring home the Interdimensional Championship to House Caliban by winning it at the grandest show of them all, Multivania. And still to come here later tonight, the Trios champions will also need a number one contender, much like the rest of our championships here in MNW, minus the world title, which we know will feature Crimson Phoenix versus the Monster Mash winner Spectrum at Multivania. Three teams will all look to contend here later tonight and try to start putting their names into title contention. And a big right hand at Tyson Smythe. And dropping the elbow right to the chest. Now the right hand, and oh, look at Creation. Just walking through these blows one after another. Right hand, double axe handle, and that's not going to work either. And again, Creation just like a brick wall, not even moving. Then sends Smythe into the ropes. And lucky to dodge that big right hand. Tried to clothesline Creation, stays on his feet. We've seen over the past couple of months, Caliban has been making basically live tweaks after every match of the Creations, trying to create the perfect wrestler. And this is one of those new features, just seemingly shrugging blows off. Tyson able to pick him up and then hung out to dry. Stomp to the arm. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, a man who we will see later tonight as part of the Executive Club's trio, Scott E. Stevens, saying, quote, Honorbound showed the Multiverse that they have zero honor, cashing in on the club moments after fighting tooth and nail to solidify their legitimate claim on the tag team championships. If they have any integrity or so-called honor, they would surrender the titles back to us and get in line with the rest of the plebs in the tag division. And a kick to the small of the back. Up to the top rope, Creation. In some trouble, big splash from Smythe. Hook in the leg, right in front of Caliban. And a 2 count, but nothing more. And now Tyson throwing Creation back into the ring. And oh, what a forearm shot. And oh, there's the brain chop. 1, 2, and a kick out. And oh, he was looking for the Wheel of Pain, but countered by Smythe. Whipped in off the ropes. Drop down. And the knee to the gut. And now they drop kick. And now the stomp, another cover on Smythe. 1, kick out at 1. Now looking for this patented bow and arrow stretch. And Smythe able to break out of it. And the smoking gun to the head! Creation goes down, immediate cover by Smythe. 2! And a kick out just barely ahead of the 3 count. The kick to the back. Now a gut shot. And now the backslide. Backslide. Trying to take over. Smythe. And a kick out just barely. You can see that glare from Smythe. They knew it, but a big uppercut. And always looking for another smoking gun right hand. And now the graveyard smash to Smythe. 1, 2, and he got him! Here is your winner, The Creation! The Creation escapes the club. And now Rico Rose and that Interdimensional Championship title picture await. And folks, coming up next, tag team action. That's right. The Arcane Protection Services forced into the employ of the Executive Club via their contract from the brass. Not much that they can do other than follow orders or lose their jobs. And tonight, their job is simple. Run interference on the forces of nature and keep them out of the tag team title picture. But the former champions will not be dispatched that easily, as APS will surely find out tonight. Let's send it down to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 617 pounds, the team of Matt Baker and Mike Davis, the Arcade Protection Services, APS. MPS.
Meanwhile, Dr. Caliban tweeting out on social media following that win, quote, "Good to see the latest update is doing its job. Sad to see how my former patient Tyson has turned out, however." Of course, Caliban, part of the crew that restored Tyson to his, his uncursed body. Let's put it that way.
And introducing their opponents. At a combined weight of 772 pounds, the team of Big Rock and Huge Mane, the Forces of Nature.
Forces of Nature not the only tag team that won a shot at Honor Bound after they cashed in on the Club. The Club, of course, we know that Hell's Kitchen was involved in that tag team title picture. Doom always lurking in the background. Perhaps even the newest team of the Fallen, Defunct and Smoking Mirror, with eyes for Honor Bound and Multivania. Who knows? Although, speaking of the Smoking Mirror, coming up a little bit later tonight, Wiley gets to take on Tretaro himself, the Mirror versus the Dragonborn. We also know that one half of the tag team champions will be in action here later tonight. Sajar igniting an old rivalry against another champion in title versus title, even if it is a non-title matchup. APS and Forces of Nature underway here in traditional tag team contest. Look out here, Alabama Slam. We also saw one half of Grim Justice earlier here tonight, Ultra Devil in action. We will also see the Grim Reaper here in triple threat action here later tonight. No one would love to stick a wrench in the plans of the Club more than Devil and Grim Reaper, who came together almost by accident, but with a common goal of knocking some sense into M and trying to restore him to his former persona of Maximilian Thunderthighs, a name that M has come to loathe and despise. Now look at Mike Davis building some momentum. And there's the elbow. Speaking of Sajar, tweeting out on social media, Sajar saying, quote, "Legitimate claim, like how our claim was taken from us, the one we earned through the spilling of lifeblood. The Club took this chance to put themselves in our place rather than earn it. At least we had a legal contract that allowed our actions. Speaking of the belts, Honor Bound thanks our ally pack of House Caliban for their help." Now a shot to the midsection. There's a boot. Double axe handle by Baker. And now scoop into the corner and then out. Baker getting overpowered by Big Rock. No shame there. One of the biggest men in MNW. The over 500-pound Green Giant. And now whipped into the corner. Tag made. He back body drop. Nice double team action there. Huge main legal. Diving tag by Baker. The freshman Davis in. And remember, APS for the longest time was a neutral entity here. They had rivalries dating back to such classics with Doom that you'll remember. Into the cover. Their match famously interrupted by the Meme 3K skit. There's a tag made to Big Rock. Body blows, but since the club has taken over, Mr. Lawson using APS to his discretion, almost like hired bodyguards. And now whipped in off the ropes. Drop down. And a throw the spine buster. Baker looking to make the tag. And now into the corner. Elbow. And a counter by Big Rock. Now tweeting out on social media, Spectrum saying, quote, Tyson, you did well in your fight. The creation is a tough one. I think we all know that. But you walking out with a replica belt of all things, I thought you had some standards, Mr. Smythe. And M responding to Sajar saying, quote, careful, Sajar. If you let every little comment get to you, it's unbecoming of a brand new champion. Sit down and observe. That's what the strong champions do. I know you're new to this. Give a low blow as this is Sajar's first championship in MNW. After 6 long years of striving to get to the top of the mountain. Another double team incoming. Another back body drop. And huge main back in. We're going to drop Baker right on his head with a fisherman buster. And now the heel hook. Heel hook on Baker and kicked away. And now, oh, what a boot to the head. There's a right hand. Baker looking for a sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2, and oh, and a kick out. He might have been looking for the Baker bomb, but oh, look out, the tree trunk to the throat. That leg across the throat and now broken up by Davis. Look out, looking for the power bomb. And down goes Baker. Laid out for Big Rock. Whips him into the corner. Here come the headbutts. And now Big Rock full head of steam. Look out, big knee to the face. And now the cover. Oh, and a kick out by Baker. Able to stay alive. And now whip to the corner. Oh, was looking for the tag, but missed, and then a boot to the head. And a tag made to Davis. And a whoop, look for the big clothesline. Davis able to get out of the way. Shot to the gut. Oh, he didn't like that very much. Davis saying, my bad. Big Rock doesn't want to hear it. And a drop kick. Big man stays on his feet. And then, oh, tosses him across the ring. Trying to drag Baker towards the center of the ring. And a tag made. And down they go. Davis making a diving tag. Here comes Baker. The boots. And now a triangle choke. Trying to choke out Huge Mane, who's going to try to counter it into a power bomb. Now the right hand. Another counter by Maine. Got shots. To the corner. There's the elbow. And again back to the corner. Tag made. Oh, this could be bad news. Look at Big Rock on the top rope getting launched. Look out, Matt Baker. And that sends him all the way to the outside. And then immediately drops the forearm into the throat. Big Rock showing no mercy. And then dropping the leg. On the head. And Baker back into the ring. And breaks the count. A little honorable there. And oh, what a headbutt! Baker staggered. But a monster headbutt from Big Rock, and now back into the ring. Oh, and now Baker finding out not that easy to take the big man down. To the corner we go. Tag made. Oh, look out here. Double team move incoming. Rock in a hard place. Another roll up on Huge Maine, but a kick out. There's a DDT. And out of the corner. For the scoop slam. And Baker now, the Hurricane run off that middle rope. Quick cover there by Maine. And broken up. Oh, and look at Davis trying to get involved. That's not going to end well for him. Into the referee. And now submission move. Armbar locked in. Maine the submission special. Look at the torque on Baker. Trying to rip the arm out of the socket. And a counter by Baker. Counter by Maine. And now floats over into the DDT. Into the corner. They're going to try this again. This time it's Maine's turn. Rock in a hard place. Baker laid out. Good night. Oh, and a kick out just barely. Oh, and there's the headbutt. Tag to Maine. And that sends Baker down to the floor. And now going after Davis, who got involved earlier. He won't now. He's laid out. And now from behind, here comes Baker. Taking advantage of the distraction. Oh, the counter. And now Baker takes out Huge Maine. Looking for the Baker bomb. Power bomb. And now trying to steal it. APS. Gonna steal one.
Here are your winners, the team of Mike Davis and Matt Baker. APS.
The forces of nature had them outplayed for most of that match. So they did what they had to do to comply with orders. Although they don't seem very happy about it. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we told you the Dragonborn would take on the Smoking Mirror soon. Well, it's next. But before we get to that, we are going to hear from an old rival of Wiley's, somebody who recently set out on their own. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a listen to what Blight Howless has to say.
Look at this ring! Look at the wreckage left in my wake. This isn't a sport anymore. It's a calling. Look what happens when you let your pride build you up to step into my swamp. You thought you were coming for a match, but you wandered into the maw. To every soul in the locker room right now, let this be more than just a warning. Consider your death knell. You walk around calling yourselves competitors, challengers, and threats, but from where I stand, looking down at the dirt, I don't see threats. I see meat. I see prey waiting for the inevitable strike. The hunger isn't fading from this victory. It only grows sharper, deeper, more hollow. The feast has only begun, and the bayou is a glutton that will never stop consuming. You can run, you can hide, but the moss will find you, the waters will take you, and the bayou... Oh, it always claims its due. And this does not excuse my form of faction. To those who still think they hold a piece of my chain, do not cross me! Aruguru will do what he wants, when he wants. So, if you step into my woods, you will find out just how deep the water goes.
And ladies and gentlemen, Blight Howlers announcing their presence. It is a dangerous multiverse for everyone with the Wolfman on the loose. And it is also dangerous because I was just handed a notice. I'm just going to read this verbatim as it was given to me. This notice says, quote, "Greetings and salutations. I am Doomslayer. I have no affiliation with Doom. This is just my designation. At approximately 6:07 p.m. Nexus Standard Time this past Monday, the gates of the multiverse were forcibly opened by hostile action. As a result, an unprecedented number of hostile entities are entering Nexus space through multiple routes. Current projections indicate the volume of invader incursions exceed all previous recorded invasion events. To all defenders, hold the line by any means necessary." And that sounds like terrible news, especially considering we have a former interdimensional champion in action. Let's send it down to ringside and pray for no invaders.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, being accompanied to the ring by Defunct, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Smoking Mirror.
Say his name and he appears, the Mirror, flanked by Defunct. And what can I say other than screw both of these individuals?
Introducing his opponent. Weighing in at 249 pounds, he is the Dragonborn Wiley.
The Wiley who owns a pinfall victory over Defunct, looking to do the same with the smoking mirror. Wiley attempted to get to the bottom of what happened to Defunct, looking to aid the madness in the absence of the Omni Geek, with the betrayal of Defunct with the sleepwalking training of Brawlkaiser, who only recently returned to full consciousness. Wiley stepped up to the plate to aid the Matino Heat and now continues to try to figure out why allies of Flashbang continue to betray the cause. Plus, Wiley got to be thinking about that news that we just heard, a full-scale opening of the multi-dimensional rifts. The door proverbially kicked open. Oh, look out! Looking for the big clothesline mirror. Able to duck out of the way. And there's the clothesline from Wiley. Making their return to MNW. The smoking mirror has been on a hot streak. Outside of an intentional loss at Breakdown, undefeated since returning to MNW television. Wiley looking to put a stop to that streak here tonight. Meanwhile, Kat Gina tweeting out on social media, the doors are unlocked now. It no longer matters if you're true. Blood on your hands, blood on the floor. Who's going to answer for their choices? The heroes aren't heroes, and the villains have more soul. You see Mirror flying around the ring. Now looking for the Hurricane Rana. Now Mirror again to the top rope and a forearm shot. Oh, he was looking for something there. Oh, and he got caught! Trapped under ice! And oh, there's a right hand. Whipped into the corner. Legs checking on him. Oh, and Mirror just pulled legs! Into Wiley. Oh, and now Defunct with a chair. And up from behind, Mirror with a spine buster on the chair. Referee never saw it. And now on the chair, the tope Atomico. Legs is out. The chair used to level Wiley. And now Legs finally back to their feet. Mirror using Legs as a barricade from the onslaught of Wiley and then used it to his advantage as Defunct quickly went for the chair underneath the ring. And now Wiley just laying into Mirror, maybe trying to use this 10 count to his advantage. The double axe handle. There's the elbow, the right hand, the shots. And look at Mira trying to get back in. And just barely before the 10 count. And now Legs getting rid of the chair. And now the right hands. The forearm shot. Look, oh, the low blow! Legs never saw it! And look at Defunk is pissed! Lee says if you're gonna cheat with a chair, you should know it's coming! And up from behind, Jaguar! Bang to the face! And now into the corner, the elbow. Boot to the midsection, look out here. Look at the street sweeper. Hooks the leg. Defunk providing the distraction, 2. Oh, and a kick out. Wiley stays alive. And now look out here, using that turnbuckle. That's exposed. And now whipped into the corner, right hand. Boot to the midsection. Smoking mirror. Frost bomb. But the referee is distracted. Busy with the turnbuckle pad and they kick out. Wiley had smoking mirror beat. And again Defunk screwing over the Dragon board. And now look out here. Power bomb of his own. Laying out Wiley. Oh, and now look out here. Another Jaguar bang to the face. And now trying to drag him away from the ropes. Will that be enough? Not another kick out. Wiley will not die. These two chuckleheads trying to screw over the Dragon board. Well, how do you like that? Trapped under ice. Oh, and a shot. Very low right in the midsection. And now again off the ropes. Look at the snapmare. And now mirror drag towards the corner. That's not going to work. Into the corner. Look at the scoop slam. Wiley able to counter. A stomp to the face. Now the springboard crossbody. And again, Defunk looked like he wanted to get involved. Mirror said, I got this. To the corner. The elbow, does he got this? And on the military press. Into the midsection. Right hand. Into the corner. Mirror gonna go again, go for this scoop slam. To the top rope. And now look at this. Oh, the Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Shades of the Omni Geek. And he got him.
Here is your winner, the Smoking Mirror.
Uh-oh. Wait a second. Mirror told Defunk to go back under the ring. Another chair. Mirror with a chair. We need some help out here. And now chasing Legs away. Wiley with nowhere to go. Oh, God. And Defunk cheering him on. And he wants a shot. Remember, Wiley has a pinfall victory over Defunk. And they are laying the shots in. sending a message to Defunct. Funk and Mirror are not to be messed with, and Wiley, with no backup in sight, paid the price. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get to this next match, we are going to hear from the Executive Club's M, who has a message for the World Tag Team Champions. Let's take a listen.
Well done, Honor-Bound. You delivered the briefcase right to me, in a most unexpected way by bashing it on the back of Tyson's head, but still. And you even claimed your prize. All hail, Honor-Bound, Tag Team Champions and beloved by the community, the spearheads of fate, and obviously now the best tag team we have in the multiverse. Isn't that right, Honor-Bound? Am I not listening right now, Sajar? Hotsmun Dajabu Vokwai. I'm sure you're both so tired from all the action you did in the ring to earn those belts. You deserve a little vacation. Put your feet up, relax. Let the rest of us squabble to try and challenge you for Multivania. And I do mean, sit down and relax. For you expect to fight somebody else, but who said I would let you? Who gave you permission to choose your challengers? Oh, you can waive your rights in front of me, but that's all you have left. Your bargaining chip with the briefcase is gone now. Is it sinking in yet? And while you will be forced to lay down and wait for your champions at Multivania, and your muscles will be atrophied, and bed sores will be your only friends, you don't have to worry about who you're facing at Multivania. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is how I'm going to pick you apart. And if anybody wishes to disagree with me in the tag scene, the trio scene, or furthermore, I would love to see you prove me wrong. Hail to the champions from us lowly club puppets who just lost their strings.
Strong words from M for our World Tag Team Champions, one of which we will see here later tonight. But he did invoke the name of the trio's champions, and there are multiple teams that are looking to get into that hunt. At the top of that list, the former champions themselves, the Princedom. But tonight, they will be in triple threat tornado tag team action. They're going to have to earn their rematch. And a win here tonight would go a long way towards doing that. Triple threat match next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a triple threat match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 672 pounds, the team of Lasumi and Zach DeWeaver, the Guild.
The head merchant of MNW and the coffee bot. The Transformer even.
Introducing their opponents. Being accompanied to the ring by Sir McCheese. At a combined weight of 616 pounds, the team of Sir Reginald and Sir Percival, the Princeton.
The Reginald and Percival flanked by McCheese, the former Trios champion. And they want another opportunity at the Authority at Multivania. But unlike certain teams who can just hand themselves opportunities, they are forced to earn it, like most of this roster does.
And introducing third. At a combined weight of 605 pounds, the team of Samuel Manatee and Suicide Gemini, Hell's Kitchen.
Now we know Hell's Kitchen has been looking for a new member, a third member to help them in the Trios division, as they've come up short just a couple of times in the tag team division. And they're taking their swings, but does this mean that they may have a third member waiting in the ring? Somewhere deep in the wings, perhaps. So here we go, folks. Triple threat action. Who do you like? And look out here, looking for the vertical suplex. And a shoulder tackle to the knee. Looking for the right hand. The shot to the back. The double axe handle. And now a kick to the leg. Oh, and a shot to the midsection. The Percival. A drop kick to Manatee, countered. Now Manatee in some trouble. Look at here, snap suplex. Reginald taking out the Weaver. Now looking for a suplex here, and now a shot to the back of the knee. Lasume goes down. Now a boot to the leg. Clothesline to Manatee. There's the atomic drop to Gemini. Kick out there by DeWeaver. Hip toss. And now Manatee looking for the power bomb. Up on the shoulders now. And then across the top rope. Lasume looking for that choke slam. Reginald says not today. And down goes Manatee. Into the cover. Percival. And a kick out. Neck breaker to Reginald. And now look out. Down goes Lasume, and a nice standing moonsault from Gemini. And now DeWeaver with a couple of right hands, taking out Manatee. And now the kendo stick introduced. Triple threat rules. And now into the cover, Manatee able to dive out and stop it. Oh, look out here, sword in the stone! Shades of McCheese with him on the outside. And Percival has that broken up. And now up on the shoulders. Oh, and down goes Percival. Into the cover, 2, and a kick out by DeWeaver. And now up on the shoulders. Look at the airplane spin. Here comes the pedigree. And right now the Princedom showing you why they're former champions. Clear of the ring, but a breakup by DeWeaver at the last second. Taking out the referee and breaking up the pin. And now the chop. Boot to the midsection. Lasume going up. And a power bomb on a Gemini. People are weapons. Now there's a roll up on Reginald. McCheese trying to hype the crowd up. And now DeWeaver with Percival up. Oh, the cleanup on aisle 3. Nice jawbreaker there. Boot to the midsection. DeWeaver catching a famouser. And now Percival, clothesline. Boot to the midsection. DeWeaver again going for the ride. Pedigree! And now the Lance, oh, able to block it. And now Gemini with something, looking for the double underhook. Almost like a modified pedigree, a slapjack. And now the double legs. The kendo stick to the face. And now looking for a shot into the barricade. Oh, and he gets dropped by Gemini. Does Reginald. Here comes Manatee. Look out, was looking for that running power bomb, but countered by DeWeaver. Now to the top rope. DeWeaver gonna fly. And a clothesline takes out Manatee. Cover. Percival rushing in. And just barely dives in at the count of 2. Again, you're seeing why they're former trios champions all over that pinfall. Counter there by DeWeaver. And now Manatee looking for the float over DDT, countered. Reginald, German suplex. And now Princedom cleaning house. Shot to the back of the head. And now another shot. Steel steps everywhere. Percival taking out the whole ring. But the Manatee clotheslines him. Again, all legal in this triple threat match. And now Reginald getting a chef special. He's trying to clear the ring now. Oh, another nice charge. Cover! Two! DeWeaver just barely gets there. And now looking for another cleanup on aisle 3. Cover! That's broken up. Now Lasume, big uppercut. DeWeaver ducking the Gemini attempt at a crossbody. And now the big splash! Hook in the leg! 1, 2, and a kick out. The Guild almost stole it. Cover. Maybe they will steal it. No! And there's the price check. Oh, and Gemini just barely broke it up. And now looking for the kiss of despair. Manatee takes out Lasume. Cover by Hell's Kitchen. Oh, and a kick out by DeWeaver. You've got to be kidding me. And now the Fameasser to Manatee on the outside. Kendo stick by Lasume. And there goes the Orc. And now looking for the straight jacket. Straight jacket German. Gemini. Kick out. And now perhaps a Liger bomb incoming. And now fall into despair. Fall into despair by Gemini. But look at Reginald all over it. There's a headbutt. DeWeaver to the outside. A big scoop slam. Or rather a power slam taking out Lasume. And now looking to drive the sword in the stone, and there's the chef's special to Lasume. Double cover! Double cover! 3! We've got 2 winners!
Here are your winners as a result of a double pin. The Princedom and Hell's Kitchen! A double pin and a double win! Hell's Kitchen and Princedom with simultaneous wins. I don't think they realize it. A double pin won by Percival, won by Manatee. And folks, a rare double victory. But folks, coming up next, we told you that Sajar call would be renewing an old rivalry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that match, it's coming up next. But in case you missed it last week, there is something brewing in the multiverse. Something behind the scenes. Perhaps a new entity that is forming beneath the shadows of darkness. And we're going to take you back to some exclusive audio that we got last week.
Welcome, friends. I'm glad you decided to accept my invitations.
And here I thought I was the mysterious one.
Look, I'm not exactly in the mood for games. So why don't we cut the theatrics, huh?
Alright then. I've invited you all here because the tides of Flashbang need to be shifted. And the current way is just a cycle of the same things over and over.
And you're gonna be the solution. Yeah, heard that before. I don't even know who you are. You send us a wax-sealed letter, bring us to some cult building. What reason do we have to not walk out of that door right now?
Well, that explains the names on the invitations. Still color me intrigued. What are you offering us that can be so very different this time?
In my arrogance and pride, I walked this path alone, and along the way forgot why I decided to take this in the first place. This is me no longer following the script, and simply holding out my hand for help.
Well, shit. I almost frozen over. Alright, I'll listen. But there doesn't seem to be many of us here.
I sent more invitations, and have been informed that they will come when they feel the time is right. Many cards are in play, cogs in the machine, as it were.
And our rather large cloaked friend here? You've been rather quiet. Have you anything to say on all of this?
The path is set. Let battle be joined.
Well then. Welcome, brothers. Have a seat.
You people and your damn theatrics.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a champion versus champion match. Introducing first, weighing in at 247 pounds, from New York City, New York, he is 1/3 of the trio's champions, Artemis.
Artemis winning his first championship back at Breakdown. And now showing it off in singles competition.
And introducing his opponent, representing Honor Bound, weighing in at 214 pounds, he is one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Sajar Cole.
So Sajar, one half of the tag champs. Artemis, 1/3 of the trios champs. And here we go. Immediately, though, the right hand by Sajar to his jaw. Artemis sending him down to the ground immediately. And M tweeting out, crush him, Artemis. And like, oh, what a kick to the head. And there's the springboard. Both these men love to fly. Sajar a little bit quicker. Artemis more of the submission specialist. And while no doubt at one time most of the Multiverse would have been happy to see Artemis finally holding championship gold, hashtag not this way. Big knee to the face by Sajar. And oh, how the tides have turned, because at one time it would have been Artemis representing Flashbang Sajar back in the Empire of Terror. But now it's Sajar who defends the Multiverse, and Artemis, who is teamed with the Authority. And the German suplex. And now Sajar all the way to the top rope. Artemis on the outside. Very high risk, double axe handle to the face. And now thrown into the ring. He dropped down there by Sajar, looking for the, maybe for the reverse kick, but a clothesline counter by Artemis. These two with a lot of experience against one another. Sajar now looking for the springboard. Drop kick across the ring. Absolutely insane distance into the cover, and a kick out. Right. Oh, a stomp right to the jaw. Forearm to the throat. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, into the cover. And a kick out at 2. And now Sajar. He was going for the Hunter's Fangs. Artemis jumped into a springboard enziguri. Only a 1 count, but able to jump away from a potentially match-ending finishing move from Sajar. There's a kick and another kick. And now a couple of right hands. A single arm suplex. And there's the kick right to the head. Off the temple. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now Sajar looking to finish it with knees to the back. Hunter's Fangs to the back. And a kick out by Artemis. A double axe handle to Artemis. To the outside. Now the drop kick. And now going right after the arm. And now Artemis, as he has done before, disrespecting Jagger Blackthorn with his own move, his former protege. But the Hunter's Mark was countered. He got cocky. But then Sajar got countered. Back and forth we go. What a forearm shot. And so he's going to try it again. Sajar. There's a Hunter's Mark. Cover. Sajar kicked out at 2. now the knee to the head. And a kick to the face. Couple of more kicks. Shot to the gut. And now whipped in off the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. And now there's another kick to the head. Immediate cover by Sajar. And he got him. And Artemis not happy about it. And a right hand to legs. Artemis just knocked out the referee. And he is pissed.
Here is your winner, Sajar Cole!
Sajar able to sneak underneath, hit him with that psycho twist, and it was game over for Artemis, who was not happy about it. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, more triple threat action. We told you the Interdimensional Championship picture was heating up. Well, the three competitors in this upcoming match also have a little bit of history in that division and have some championship gold aspirations of their own. Let's send it down to ringside to see who starts to build some momentum towards Multivania.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Flow, weighing in at 236 pounds, he is the Brawling Star, Brawl Kaiser.
Go, go, Brawl Kaiser on Friday nights.
And introducing second, weighing in at 315 pounds, representing Grim Justice, the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, a former interdimensional champion, much like Brawl Kaiser. And remember, we've heard that Rico Rose is interested in bringing that championship to the club. Well, Brawl Kaiser and Reaper have no intention of letting that happen uncontested. Oh no.
And introducing third, weighing in at 183 pounds, representing Dirty Deeds, she is the Fae Queen, Lady Katina.
The multiverse might collapse on itself if the Fae Queen ever gets their hands on the Interdimensional Championship. Could you imagine Gina with the power to open and close the Interdimensional Rift? You call it a forbidden door, it'll become a forbidden highway. And while the Grim Reaper has been busy with the club, while Brawl Kaiser has been busy figuring out what the heck happened to his teammates, Kavjina has had one sole focus, and that is to create chaos and distract the Warriors of Flashbang from their task of dismantling the Executive Club. And here we go. And Reaper going right after the fake queen. And look at this. Picking her up, dropping her down. And then a drop kick to the knee. Brawl Kaiser with a clothesline. And now Brawl Kaiser taking down Reaper, going after Kavjina. Look out here, Russian leg sweep by Kavjina. And a slap, a right hand, and then throws him face first into the canvas. And a knee to the back of the head. Meanwhile, tweeting out on social media, the often quiet but still energetic Artemis saying, quote, "I was under those damn ropes. I'm not blind, but clearly Legs is. He's lucky I like him, or he'd have more than a busted nose right now." And we'll have to go back and check the replay on that one, but maybe a legitimate gripe from the trio's champion. And now the quick forearm shot, kick out. Reaper legally bringing a bat into the ring. Triple threat rules, no disqualifications, of course. And all three of these competitors taunting one another. Reaper dropping the leg. And now grabbing, Brawl Kaiser and chucking him. There's a shot to the gut, clothesline. And a baseball bat to the head. And now look out. Kavjina trying to throw Brawl Kaiser, able to counter it. But moves out of the way of the Hurricane Rana. And now whips him into the corner. Elbow. And a kendo stick to Kavjina. No love lost between these two. German suplex to Reaper. And now Kaiser into the corner. Looking for that kick to the head. Brawl Kaiser with the out of this world, but Reaper able to put him down into the cover, and a kick out by Kaiser. Out of the outside, Reaper with a right hand. And on to Kavjina. Pile driver on the outside. And Brawl Kaiser taunt-a-bodied. Looked like he wanted to dance a little bit. Reaper not in the dancing mood. Shades of the Matino Heat with that little shimmy. And Brawl not a fan of being tossed on his head. So instead, Reaper going to get a Cosmo Impact on the outside. He says that'll teach you. Now here comes Kavjina, kendo stick in hand, Brawl says that ain't nice. Elbow. Booms dares. And now he's going to get his little shuffle in. And I'm telling Kafjina to get up. Looking for the springboard. The acai moonsault. All the way to the outside. Meanwhile, M tweeting out, Kafjina, I have not forgotten breakdown. Tell me, do you chase the golden-eyed boy with nothing in his hands? And now into the cover off the Starbuster! Kick out by Reaper. There's a kick to Kafjina. And now looking for a second Star Buster! Cover! Kafjina dives and breaks it up. Whipped in off the corner. Drop toe hold. And now walking over him disrespectfully. Reaper to the outside. Looking for some hardware. It's a great precursor to our main event. The Madness. Oh, and there's a shot! Sledgehammer chucked into the face of Kafjina. Quick cover now by Reaper. One. Kick out. Sledgehammer chucked across the ring. And now trying to take Kaiser down, but this is a precursor to our main event. Sergeant Major Payne versus the Madness in an Extreme Rules match. And there's a clothesline from hell. Cover. Broken up. Looking for the big boot. Nobody home. Drop kick. Springboard moonsault. Trying to steal it from Reaper. Brawl Kaiser. Cover. Oh, and she kicked out. What an incredible move by Brawl Kaiser. And now dragging him towards the ropes. He was looking for out of this world number 2. Now from behind, Kaiser. Swings him around. Now Reaper the elbows. The counter. And then, oh, the kendo stick! Payback for the sledgehammer. Another elbow, drop kick. Brawl Kaiser telling Reaper to have a seat. There's the kick. Boot to the midsection, DDT! And a clothesline to Kafjina. And now looking for the Cosmo Impact! 1, 2, got her!
Here is your winner, Brawl Kaiser!
Brawl Kaiser with a massive win! And folks, coming up next, the Executive Club told the Crimson Phoenix they could get a second chance at trying to beat them. However, the only way it would work is if they got to pick the Crimson Phoenix's tag team partners, and in trios action, that is a dangerous thing to let them do. We're going to find out who they picked next. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to this, speaking of the Madness and before we get to our main event, We got some shocking news last week about the state of Victor Vicious and why he held on to his championship so dearly. Ladies and gentlemen, audio that ended our last episode of Friday Night Flashbang that was so impactful. We have it for you here one more time. Let's take a listen.
You look like shit.
Honey, I was gonna tell you that. At least I'm not the one in the hospital bed.
Meh, not too bad. So what are you planning on doing? Jumping me like you did Baldy? I wouldn't blame you if you did. God knows I deserve it.
Haven't decided yet.
Well, if you change your mind, it's not like I'm going anywhere.
Exactly. You're stuck with me.
So what, the staff, they just let you come in here?
I actually broke in after I was booted from the arena for breaking Spectrum's arm in a few more places. Not that it matters, because of factors that may relate to stem cell therapy or freaky cat magic. Pindail will be back in the ring before you know it. I'm technically not allowed to be here either, not for another 6 months or so, not after what happened with Baldy. Brawl was here, though, and brought you flowers and everything. Speaking of flowers, Rose.
For fuck's sake. What do you want, Madness?
To understand, you never mentioned her, not to me, or Kuso, or anyone.
Now you're concerned? Last time I checked, my family wasn't any of your business.
It is if her death is my fault!
Ah, so that's what this is about. The Matino Heat has a guilty conscience.
One of us has to.
You don't think I feel guilty? All I had to do was hold that title long enough to find a cure. As long as I did that, she had a chance. A real chance. And every day I'd see her, and she would get weaker and weaker, with the blood draws and the tubes running out of her. But she never complained, not my baby girl. She always smiled. She went through all of that. And in the end, I failed her. Because a bunch of so-called heroes just had to have their 15 seconds of fame.
Oh, I'm so far from being a hero, Cabron. Last I was told, I'm just like you. Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted the cartel to be powerful and ruthless. You're ready to give us the world, and yet you couldn't even tell us the truth. At least now I know why. But it's too damn late now, isn't it? She's gone now. Don't you, for a damn minute, think that you're the only one who failed her. Her blood is on all of our hands.
Get out. Leave me alone. Please.
Fine. If it's all the same to you, I'm gonna go raid the pharmacy, see if I can find something to flush Max's crap out of my veins.
And ladies and gentlemen, that stunning piece of audio was delivered to us towards the end of the show last week, and I am still reeling from the revelation that Victor Vicious was fighting for anything more than himself and his ego. And as he continues to recover, we send it down to ringside for the introductions for this next match.
The following contest is a 6-man tornado tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Rico Rose, at a combined weight of 822 pounds, the team of M, Scott E. Stevens, and Spectrum, the Executive Club.
In full force is the Executive Club here tonight. Meanwhile, M tweeting out on social media, kneel.
And introducing their opponents first, being accompanied by the Sandman Damian Anderson, weighing in at 236 pounds, they are the World Heavyweight Champion, the Crimson Phoenix.
So Anderson not allowed to help the Crimson Phoenix, but out here to neutralize Rico Rose. And a glare for M, who he fought at Breakdown. Fought to a draw, compliments of Dirty Deeds, but now the question becomes, who will be in Crimson's corner? Oh, that's a choice!
And introducing their tag team partners, first, representing AAA, they are the Interdimensional Champion, weighing in at 239 pounds, El Pollo de la Muerte.
Arise, chicken! Chicken, arise! And there you see the stone cold stare from Rico Rose. He wants that title. And the club gonna soften up the chicken to death. Oh, the history between Crimson and El Pollo. They have never worked together. And now they're gonna have to tag against the club. And with that announcement earlier tonight about the potential for a absolute flood of enemies from other dimensions coming to the multiverse, the club has forced El Pollo to, rather than defend the door, to compete here tonight.
And introducing third.
What?
Representing Honorbound, weighing in at 239 pounds, he is one half of the World Tag Team Champions, the Chocolate Zombie, the Raven.
So Draven and El Pollo, what a choice! I mean, sure, the club wants to isolate Graven. They want the tag titles. They want to soften up El Pollo. But you have 3 champions on one team, and Damian Anderson at ringside, a former King of the Showcase and tag champion in his own right. Graven fired up and waving that tag team championship right in front of the club. We saw Tyson earlier with a replica championship. They're still unhappy about the way that all went down, and here we go! We've got El Pollo going after M. We've got Scotty Stevens and Graven, and we've got Spectrum and Crimson. Now the quick roll-up, Stevens looking for it on El Pollo. Stevens targeting the Interdimensional Champion, and now here comes the World Champion. Looking for the double underhook, and El Pollo goes down. Now look out here, M just taking down Graven. Oh, look out! Crimson moved out of the way, and Scotty Stevens just hit Spectrum. And now Stevens, with Graven trying to interfere, takes him out. Look at Crimson trying to take out M. Into the cover. M was part of that coalition trying to keep the title on Victor Vicious. And a double shot to the gut. And now going after Stevens. And now El Pollo taking down Stevens. To the outside goes Crimson. Oh, the Tiger suplex. And now up over the top rope. Oh, the neck breaker to Stevens from behind. And just beating the crap out of Scotty Stevens. He doesn't care what member of the club it is. Look at Anderson barking out orders on the outside. And the shot to the gut by Spectrum. El Pollo counters. In off the ropes. Look out here, another neck breaker. And now the quick cover. One. Pick out. Graven, of course, still with that knee brace, nursing the injured knee. Compliments of Defunct. And now a Fujiwara armbar locked in on Spectrum. Able to counter. Into the head scissors. Now takes him out with a ring 0. Into the cover. 1, 2, and 0. And able to break it up as Spectrum, who then gets kicked in the gut. Patada de Pollo. And now the shoulder check to Stevens. El Pollo from behind, looking to take out Spectrum, the #1 contender, but able to counter. And here come the kicks. Right to the head. Crimson to the outside. Crimson back in. Trying to help out their team. Oh, a kick right to the leg and a clothesline by M. The big spin on El Pollo. Trying to take him out. Count of 2 and Graven saves it. at the last second. And now Spectrum dropping the leg across the throat of El Pollo. 2 kick out. Crucifix. Champions versus challengers. We've got a tag, an interdimensional, and a world champion in the ring on the same squad. An all-star lineup, but can it get the job done against the club? And look at Anderson just, oh, it's Crimson into that exposed turnbuckle. And now look out here. Look for the class act by Stevens. Rico interfering. Another submission by Spectrum, and they nearly stole it. Rico Rose providing the distraction, and Sandman is screaming at the referee. Look out here, big scoop slam. A moonsault by Stevens. El Pollo shoulder check. And now Stevens looking for the elbows to the head and a shot to the face of Graven. Couple of body blows. Spectrum with a kick to the head of Graven. A big swing to Crimson. Taking them out. And now El Pollo trying to fight back. Look at him looking for the FTK. And able to break it up is Graven. That could have been bad news. Trying to take out Graven. Stevens with their eyes on Spectrum, didn't see Crimson. From behind, able to counter into a DDT, and there's the shot by Spectrum to Graven. El Pollo, the kick to the midsection. Patada de Pollo on M. And now the flying chicken on Stevens. The flying chicken to Stevens. And now breaking up that pin attempt. Seek and destroy on him. Raven just pin him. Oh, but sets him up for El Pollo, the elbow. But then there's the class act. Crimson going for the pin. Stevens breaks it up. And now M from behind. Looking for another FTK. Got it on the champion. Into the corner goes Spectrum. Counter by Graven. And now look at this. Patada de Pollo. Down goes Stevens. And Spectrum takes out El Pollo. And now M gonna get hit with the Phoenix Arrow! Spectrum a counter. They were looking for the Phoenix driver, able to get him up in a power bomb. And now, oh, there's the big kick to the head! Into the cover, and Stevens says, not on my watch. There's the kick to Spectrum. Michinoku draw, look out! Phoenix driver on the chair! Taking out Spectrum, but they kick out. And now Stevens able to counter the chicken wing. Bodies everywhere right now. Oh, look out, flying! Chicken to Spectrum! And now a boot to the midsection. Patada de Pollo. Double cover. And breaks up one and then the second one. And so El Pollo instead going to go for the chicken wing, again countered. Phoenix Arrow. And what a clothesline blocked by Crimson. Bodies everywhere, and then Rico again, the distraction. And Crow, look at the elbow missed by Graven. And now the submission move on El Pollo. Can they hang in there? And on the chair, Stevens. And now the moonsault. Graven is down. The cover. Will this do it? 2 kick out. Raven taken down again. Picked away. And now here come the kicks. Raven, the right hand. And a knee to the face. Raven off the springboard, back. Oh, the stunner! Seek and destroy off the springboard. And now M looking to lay out Graven. And El Pollo breaks it up. Kick to the gut. Patada de Pollo. Cover. One, and M breaks that up. And now down goes Graven. And another submission move. El Pollo able to hang in there. Here comes Stevens. The cover, M just lying on top of Graven. And a kick out. Graven will not die. Another kick. Down goes Spectrum. Into the cover on Stevens, and I'm able to break it up. M down on the outside. Rico again getting involved. Boot to the midsection. Raven doing work to the outside. And now Rico just got a bat to the face. And there's the kick. Patada de Pollo. They're going to do it again. And a seek and destroy on the outside, and look at Rico get involved. And still down on the outside. And down he goes. And now taking out Spectrum, and now there's just bodies everywhere. And now back in the ring, look out here, flying chicken! And now look out, Spectrum! About to get hit with the Phoenix driver. And now Graven has to run interference on M. Into the cover. Will that do it? 1, 2. Yes! overcomes the odds.
Here are your winners, the team of El Pollo de la Muerte,
Raymond Allen,
and the Crimson Phoenix.
what a match! Well, ladies and gentlemen, we saw a little bit of everything in that matchup, and we are not even close to done. Well, maybe a little close to done, because coming up next, it's our main event. We've seen some liberal uses of weapons here tonight, but coming up next, it's encouraged an Extreme Rules match between the Madness and Sergeant Major Payne. And it's next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is an Extreme Rules match. Introducing first, on his way to the ring, representing Flow, weighing in at 233 pounds, he is the Latino Heat, the Madness.
This should be an absolute brawl.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 235 pounds, representing Warzone, Sergeant Major Payne.
Resting his fatigues, ready for the 4th of July weekend, but before he can start on his R&R, he's got one more mission, and that is to take out the Madness, which is exactly why the club and Mr. Lawson made this match in the first place. Now a big clothesline. Springboard drop kick. And now a big clothesline ducked underneath by the Madness. Rolls through, Payne. German suplex takes out the Madness. And now Major Payne learning the high-flying ways of the Latino Heat. Quick cover, quick kick out. Match continues. And the unfortunate part about this is this would be an absolute classic if it wasn't tainted with the undertone of the club getting exactly what they wanted. Two of their most aggressive rivals having to do battle with each other with no holds barred. But so far, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. The Matino Heat keeping it clean, and now here comes the hardware. Kendo stick in tow, all legal. And now into a quick cover. 1, 2, kick out. And now Major Payne immediately sitting up after that kendo stick shot. Boot to the midsection. The float behind. And the kick. Oh, here it comes. The big moonsault, but he got the knees up. And the howitzer to the face. Booting him right in the head. And now a shot to the back of the knee. Major Payne able to move out of the way. And now there's the elbow. Over the belly to belly, takes him down. Now sweep of the legs. And now the camel clutch broken there by Major Payne. For the power bomb, and hits him down into the cover. 1, 2, oh, and he kicked out at 1. Madness can't believe it. And now look out here, Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Matino Heat going high risk, high reward. But Major Payne fighting out of this, the electric chair. And a bulldog from behind. Then a message to Bully Dog, who's currently recovering after being taken out by Major Payne. Backstage, who just hit him with a howitzer. But now Madness back to his feet. Trash can involved. As Madness got in mind now. Power bomb incoming. Look out here. And now looking for the elbow. Nobody home. And suplexing Payne back towards the barricade. Oh, look out here. There he goes, the mad crash. But again, not falls count anywhere. And Payne able to shake that off. Now the uppercut. Madness looking for the crossbody, and Payne moved out of the way. Now the kick to the small of the back. Major Payne trying to bring the Big Oof Championship back to Warzone, was thwarted at breakdown in that triple threat match. And now a table introduced. And Madness says, that's fine, I'll bring a kendo stick. You better get back in here. And he throws it over the table. And now making his way around, and Payne didn't like that very much, so he's going to go get him. Big right hand takes down the Madness. And now a right hand. Now trying to twist on the ankle. A stomp to the midsection, Pain, and then right to the spine. Now trying to wrench back. Submission move, counter by the Madness. Drop kick blocked. And a drop kick of his own. Major Pain taking it to the Madness. And now looking for this deadlift into a power bomb all the way down. Hitting every turnbuckle on the way through. And a howitzer for good measure. And now up on the shoulders. Madness. Into the corner. Looking for the scoop slam. Able to counter there was Major Pain. A stomp to the back of the head. Pain. Elbow. Shot to the face. And now head first into the turnbuckle. Looking for the scoop slam. Counter. And a reverse DDT. Drop kick missed. And now there's the mad crash taken down. Super kick. Oh, he got caught. You can't see him. Big right hand. He was looking for the upsy daisy, a super kick of his own, and sent to the outside. Now the snap suplex. And now look out here. Oh, looking for the Hurricane Rana, and Major Pain says, no, I'm good. And then showing off for this flashbang crowd. That's going to give Madness time to grab a sledgehammer. And he says, come on back out here. And now back in. Choosing to be honorable and not bash him into the skull when he got right back into the ring. Now Major Pain countered. Madness countered. Back and forth we go. He's got him up. And now it's Madness's turn to counter as he was looking for the Blitzkrieg. And there's the super kick. Upsy daisy. 2 and a kick out. I don't believe it. And now looking for the Hurricane Rana. Sweep of the leg. Major Pain. Super kick, the howitzer. And then the elbow for good measure. Doing damage to the Madness. And now picking him up. Was looking for another Blitzkrieg, again countered. Clothesline. A scoop slam. Able to lay him out. Madness all the way to the top rope. And now perhaps looking for another mad trash, but he got countered again. And then another counter. Back and forth we go. Looking for the drop kick. There's the elbow. Into the corner. Back elbow. And now looking for the combat roll out of the corner. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Major pain, are you kidding me? The Mad Horse not enough. What is it gonna take? And now a shot to the gut, boot to the head. And then on the sledgehammer. Spine first. And then rolling him right back onto it, looking for this camel clutch. You see the American flag, the USA in the crowd. Drop kick missed. Whipped off the rope. Leapfrog. Drop down. Big elbow. And now going after the fingers. You can see the bruising on Madness's back from that sledgehammer. Getting dropped right on it. And there's the enziguri. And now the drop kick. Kick to the leg of the Madness. Oh, he's got him up. And again able to counter the Blitzkrieg. Super kick. And now there goes the upsy-daisy. Madness rolls him over. Number 2. 1, 2, and again. How? How is he doing it? Madness not happy. Counter out of the corner. Kick to the gut. And there's the chop. Looking for another scoop slam. To the top rope. Here it comes. Mad Trash. Super kick. A third upsy-daisy. No rope breaks. It won't save him. And he kicked out again! Major pain! Absolutely unreal! And now with the Madness up, fighting out of it again! Springboard! Missed! Couple of elbows, fighting out of this. And now taking him over. There's the elbow. And another howitzer. And Major Pain getting his head slammed off the mat. Welcome to Flashbang. What an absolute barn burner, knee to the face. Folks, this is your main event. And a springboard. And now a springboard again, drop kick. And now to the face. Boot to the midsection. Look out here, looking for the power bomb. And he got him on the sledgehammer. He couldn't use the blitzkrieg, but the sit-out power bomb on the sledgehammer gets it done.
Here is your winner, Sergeant Major Payne!
What a match! And happy 4th of July to Sergeant Major Payne! The crowd saluting the Sergeant! And ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to the end of Friday Night Flashbang, and what a night it has been. The club having to lick their wounds and regroup after an offensive by the Flashbang Rebels. But this war is far from over as we tick ever closer to Multivania. What has tonight's victories done for those competitors and those that found themselves in the lost column rebound? All of that and more we will have to unpack next week because we are out of time. My name is Eric Erickson. Good night!